Secretariat of Higher and Technical Education, Government of Maharashtra, Honorable Muralidhar Chandekar, sir, the Vice Chancellor of Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, Honorable Dr. Dhanraj Mane, sir, Director of Higher Education, Government of Maharashtra, Honorable Professor Dr. Vasant Hilavi Reddy, Director and Convener of the conference, Honorable Professor Kishore G. Patil, sir, the Organizing Secretary of this conference and Head of the Department of Government Vidarbha Institute of Science and Humanities, all the organizing committee members, the delegates, the distinguished collaborators, and dear friends. Myself, Dr. Sangeeta Bhimrao Dongre, the organizing coordinator of the International E-Conference on Sustainable Development, a biological and socio-economical perspective. At the outset, I would like to welcome you all and congratulate you all for showing your huge participation in this international e-conference. I am here to present the summary of the conference. The conference is divided into 4 different sessions. The first was the inaugural session, and later on the galaxies of the intellectuals, they have given their different talks, which is very important for the sustainable development. As we know that this mission of the conference is to promote and enhance the dialogues for sustainable development and socio-economical sessions related to it. As we all know that we are in the period of lockdown, but this period is really helping the nature to regain itself. Human activities is stopped or locked down. The main motto of the conference, the concept of sustainable development in 21st century, is not an option but an imperative, as it emphasizes the coordination between the development and the resources that has been utilized, keeping in mind the economical growth, the stable ecosystem to improve the quality of human life. Now I am starting with the summary of the first day, that is day 1, 26/6/2020. The first session, it has been started with the inaugural function. The conference opened with the inaugural address by welcoming the participants from local to global representation. The welcome address was given by the dynamic, supportive and enthusiastic Director, Honorable Professor Vasant Hilavi Reddy, and the convener of this conference. Sustainable development is one of the characterized principle that will help to build the 3 P's, that is the people, planet and the profit. So keeping this in mind, the first session was started by the addressing of Honorable Director Sir by welcoming all the participants of the conference. The introduction of the conference was given by Professor Kishore Patil, the Organizing Secretary of the conference and the Head of the Department of Zoology, Government Vidarbha Institute of Science and Humanities. Sir has given the complete outline of the schedule of the conference. He gave the insight of all the technical session over the collaboration of the distinguished collaborators and their interest in collaborating with us for making this event a grand success. Our eminent expertise and keynote speakers and also gave a brief guideline of the theme and the sub-theme of the conference that depends upon that really gives us the sustainable development role in all the aspects of the living beings that would be beneficial for humankind. Further, he encouraged the delegates to participate in all the technical sessions for open discussion and gain the knowledge. Keynote address of the inaugural function was given by Professor Sudhir Gavane sir, the Vice Chancellor of MGM Institute of Aurangabad. The topic of his presentation was the socio-economic challenges, that is the SDGs and the global socio-economic challenges. Sir has given us the insight for all the different global economic challenges that we are facing in the today's era. As we know that global economic challenges and environmental sustainability is a primary issue on global agenda and was explained by him. He has focused on different challenges such as the poverty, the competition, the global imbalance, the world of tipping point where the dramatic shift of economic policies can alter the illuminating trajectories. He also explained in his address the new powers the different nations it require to show their dominancy in the economy. He also explained the economic exclusions, the global health crisis. At present, what we are facing, the pandemic, which is a global health crisis, and this global health crisis, it has realized to the world and the humanity that due to this pandemic, they are thinking not only of themselves, but they are thinking at a global level that how this crisis it can be overcome and we can actually move above the human behavior to the global crisis of the pandemic. The eminent keynote speaker, Professor Sudhir Gavane sir, has really give us the thinking alarm of the different challenges and issues regarding the global socio-economic crisis and the different type of the solutions that in this conference we can discuss on. Our next guest speaker was the very known, excellent professionalist, the educator, the researcher, that is Dr. Yuvraj Mannavade sir from McLean, from the Department of Human Health and Science, Faculty of Nursing, McEwan University, Canada. Sir has gave his excellent review on a very alarming topic of today's education system, that is a loss of anatomical knowledge and interventional strategies in bioscience education. He emphasized on the knowledge, retention and teaching learning skills and the different type of the tools that would be beneficial for the students and the teachers, and to bring and enhance the level of the student in their education. Acquire, retention and apply knowledge in future was the main focus of his presentation. He also emphasized on the different tools of Kahoot, that is one of the software where we can test the knowledge, the acquisition and retention of the students. He also has used the different 3D virtual human caregiver in his different type of the teaching methodologies, and all of these virtual human caregiver develop a cognitive region of the students, and this different type of strategies that has been used by using the different type of the softwares and the tools, including the images, the quiz and the online activities, which would really build a student for its development in or upgrading their grades in the examination. There is a crucial need to switch the didactic, passionate learning to student-centered, evidence-based and active learning process for the students to help to gain and to retain their knowledge. Social and communicable skill development, critical thinking and many other aspects that can reduce the examination anxiety and the stress in the students is very well explained by our very valuable guest speaker, that is Yuvraj Nannavre sir. The session, it was reputed by Dr. Sanjay Survase and Dr. Pradeep S. Deshmukh from Department of Zoology, Government Vidarbha Institute of Science and Humanities. Our next speaker is Honorable Kishore Rite sir, the Director of Satpura Foundation, India. Sir has explained us the topic that is very important, environmental laws and its sustainable development. The enforcement of law is important in all the aspects that is concerned with ecosystem, biodiversity and conservation. All these three pillars of the conservation can be achieved by using the phenomenon that is really helpful, that is sustainable development. The different laws, the different act, which was very well explained by him, the Forest Act, the Pollution Act, the Wildlife Act, the importance of IPSC, the part of the endangered species, and the role of all this aspect of the nature that will really help to regain the restoration of the natural resources. Thank you. So here we have ended the first session, and now we are there in the second session. So I am there with the summary of the second session of the first day, that starts by 2 p.m. and it has been ended by 5 p.m. The honorable speaker of this session was Professor Dr. K. Murugan, the former Vice Chancellor of the Bhadiyar University, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Sir has delightfully explained the different aspects of the impact of global warming on agriculture. Sir has explained the DTT, the toxicity and effect on the diversity of the ecosystem. He also explained the vital role of DTTs in the agriculture, which has raised the level of pollutants. and these pollutants, they has impact on the different food grains, and these food grains, they imbibe the different type of the heavy metals which has adverse effect on the organisms which deals with it. Sir has also shown the impact of these heavy metals on the adverse effect on the flora and fauna of the ecosystem and the health issues that is concerned with the human beings who consume such type of the resources. His lecture was really one of the best because whatever challenges due to the impact of global warming that we can see on the organism has very well incited us. Thank you. Next speaker of the session was Professor Arun S. Kharath, the eminent scientist from the School of Life Science, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Sir is one of the person who is down to the earth and has excellence in education and in a research field. His topic of the presentation was translation explosion of anti-cancerous and antimicrobial potential against MDR of a few medicinal plants. Multiple drug resistance. The definition, the introductory part was very well explained by Sir. He also explained the dynamic of antibody resistance and the mechanism this persists the problem, posed a serious threatening infectious studies on the medicinal plants with reference to identification of it, the importance of molecules and the molecular biology that is concerned with this plant extract is also given by him. The different medicinal plants that has anti-cancerous and antimicrobial activities such as the Pagnium harmala, the Ocimum centactum, the Camellia sinensis, etc. was his. Our third speaker of this session is Dr. Jayant Vadodkar, the Director of the Wildlife Diversity, and he is also working in Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University. Sir has really made us aware regarding the laws of the biodiversity. Biological Diversity Act is one of the act that has been enforced in 2002. India is one of the 196 country which participates in the Rio de Janeiro of 1992, which really gave the main objective of the biodiversity conservation and the sustainable use of the different natural resources. Sir has made us acquaint with the knowledge that is India is the nation who promotes the act that is known as the Biodiversity Act, which is utilized for the purpose of conservation. India is the first nation who has actually put forth this act for keeping in mind the conservation of these systems, the natural ecosystems, is important for the coming generation. The main objective of his presentation regarding the laws of biodiversity is to preserve and protect the different type of the biological species and organisms which is present in the natural ecosystems. He has also aware regarding the sustainable use of the biodiversity resources. Sir has also explained the different aspects regarding the biodiversity, and those are the biosurvey, the bioutilization, and the commercial utility of the different natural resources. So he mainly explains that if we use the different natural resources in a optimum or in a minimal manner, that what we use today will definitely conserve our flora and fauna, and it can be helpful for keeping in mind the sustainable development. Fourth speaker for this today's technical session is Honorable Professor Dr. Kishan Chand Ramotra sir. Sir has one who has expertise in the field of the diversity. He is one who has acquaintance with the knowledge of the sustainable development and the use of the sustainable resources, which would really help for gaining the conservation. Our ecosystem is really disturbed by the anthropogenic activities the human it has shown these days. So to conserve this natural resources, the natural ecosystem, sir has explained us that what are the different acts and what are the different laws that has been implemented by the government of India, and at the global level how these acts will be really beneficial for this sustainable development. The conservation of these ecosystem and the ecosystem resources, like what we are using in the present scenario of the job opportunities that is concerned with fisheries, the opportunities that is concerned with allied business related to apiculture, sericulture, the poultry farm, and the businesses that is concerned with the aquaculturing. So when we use all these natural resources, so these resources will have a minimal use of them, then and then only we can conserve our Mother Earth. So the different laws implemented by the Government of India at the global act and the local and the regional acts that would be beneficial for each and every one of us to show the sustainable development was excellently explained by our eminent speaker of today, that is the Ramotra sir. The session was chaired by Professor V.S. Vadai, Aman College, Vadodara, Chandrapur. The co-chairperson of this session was Dr. Virendra A. Shende, Institute of Forensic Science, Nagpur. And this session was really very informative in the field of the laws and the sustainable development issues that is really need for today's generation that has to be kept forth. The day has further proceed with the next session, that is the poster session, and the juries for this poster session is Dr. Santosh Chauhan sir, Dr. Manjusha Wad ma'am, Dr. Shakil sir, Dr. Jayant Chaudhary sir, Dr. Milind Lokhande. These all jury member, the expertise in the field of science in the field of humanities, in the field of linguistics, has seen the different posters that has be there in this conference. Near about more than 150 research and the different posters on the conference aspect that is related to sustainable development, a biological and a socio-economical perspective was given by the different representatives coming from the world itself. So this session of posters was judged by our excellent jury members, and the session was reputed by Dr. Ujjwala Deshmukh ma'am and Dr. Milind Kale from Department of Zoology, Government Vidarbha Institute of Science and Humanities. So our first day of all these sessions was very actively participated by the renowned scientists, the researchers, the students and the different faculties and the fraternity from the education sectors. The day 2, that is 27/6/2020, session 3rd, it starts by 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The session was chaired by Dr. Deepak Taide. The co-chairperson of this session is Dr. Shafiq Pathan. Both are from the Coast College, that is Government Vidarbha Institute of Science and Humanities. The speakers for this third session are all our eminent one, Dr. Pugal Zende sir, Professor Mohammad Beg sir and Professor Hilavi Reddy sir. The guest speaker, that is Professor Pugal Zende from Madras University, Chennai, and sir has explained the important aspect of today's era, that is concerned with the different pollutants, its impact on the endocrinology and the hormonal imbalance. So his topic was human health consequences of environmental exposure. The impact of global warming due to pollution. In 2020, the health effects that has actually disturbed the different organ system, and they had really showed the imbalance in regarding the homeostasis. Sir has explained the different hormones that help in coordinating the body with other organs and other systems. Sir has said that Food Safety and Standard Authority of India showed by responsiveness of monitoring and exercising the control on soft drinks, the legal enforcement that should be needed in the soft drinks, and to mentor the food and the beverages that we use daily. He has also explained the cosmetics with different sort of the pollutants which are present in it, and it has an impact on human health. So all the different aspects regarding the health is very well explained by our eminent speaker, Dr. Pugal Zende. The session was continued with the next speaker, that is Professor Vasant Hilavi Reddy the convener of the conference, and sir has explained us that what are the different strategies that can be used in the field of sustainable development by using the different sort of the biochemicals and its impact on the different aspects that is concerned with life. Sir has very well explained the strategies that has to be used. The session further continued with the eminent speaker, that is Dr. Shalini R. Lidkar ma'am, Department of Library and Information Science, Rashtriya Sant Tukdoji Maharaj, Nagpur University, Nagpur. Ma'am has explained us with her theme of presentation, that is concerned with innovative use of OER, Open Education Resource, in teaching and learning for sustainable development. The period of COVID-19, this has really gave us the new innovative education strategy that has to be used in this present pandemic. Related to this, the conventional method of education, it has been moved to the digital education era. Ma'am has explained the different resources in open education. Advances in science and technology has made a tremendous impact on every field in higher education institution. The surface web, the deep web, and the explained the surface web, the deep web, and the darkening web that is important in the e-learning processes. Open educational resources are securing a variable alternation in improving the access to higher quality of education by outstanding universities in the worldwide using today. It doesn't matter how many resources you have, but if you don't know how to use them, it will never be enough to use them. So all the different tools that is there we use in the higher education at present will be really beneficial for the students and the teaching learning fraternity, or by using the open education resources in teaching and learning at a sustainable manner was given a great benefit for the delegates and the teachers and the students. The importance of this e-learning resources in the present era of the pandemic. The session was further continued with our another very eminent scientist and the researcher in the field of fisheries, Honorable Dr. Sushant Punekar. Sir, he is a person who has really worked with the indigenous communities from Madhya Pradesh. His topic of presentation was indigenous technical knowledge, that is ITK, and socio-economic status of fisherwomen towards smoked fish. Sir has explained the position of aquaculture in India, Indian fishery status, and described the various contributory role the indigenous people that is in this allied business of aquaculture fisheries. The contributory role of the fish women towards indigenous technical knowledge was the point of focus of his presentation. The local plants and animals in the habitat and the knowledge of this indigenous people from the MP Chhindwara area was his main focus of research, and the participation of these women in fisheries along with fishermen is developing this allied business and raising the socio-economic status. He also explained the different methods of smoking of fishes, procedure, fish outlet centers for smoke fisheries, and the different strategies of marketing. Awareness program to improve the economical condition of the fisherwomen was one of his point of the focus and the important aspect of his presentation. So sir has really helped us out by focusing on the aquaculturing. That is one of the again important practice for the allied business in fisheries. Our next very renowned speaker, Vishwas Chauhan sir, Dr. Vishwas Chauhan, inspirational speaker, School of Inspiration Living and Vishwas Sutra Unlimited Pune. We are very fortunate to have sir on with us in this conference. Sir has taken a very different type of the title and a very innovative one, which is the need of today's era, that is the spiritual approaches to biodiversity conservation. Sir has one who has given the 10 different spiritual laws that can be implemented in life of human beings for sustainable development or for the biodiversity conservation. Humanity is experiencing the lockdown by an unknown enemy which we cannot see, lost the entire economy and the different economic impact of this pandemic. But it is good according to the environmental point of view, as sir has explained, that nature has regaining and nature is regenerating, reproducing himself by the activities that has locked down by the human beings. The level of the pollution today in this pandemic and due to lockdown, it has dripping down. He has clearly explained the different Biodiversity Preservation Act that is in concern with the different type of the laws. The first law he has explained regarding the science, the law of spiritual and the law of science. The law of consciousness he has explained very well to gain the success in the field of conservation. Sir has also gave the different laws that can be shown in action that is needed for new conservational practices. Unless if the conscious planning is important to save the significant time and to return an energy. So planning, productivity and efficiency of different goals can be actually achieved by this law, that is the law of knowledge management, the law of saving, the law of spiritual being, and the law of action. Law of action will lead to success. Without constant effort, success is not possible. He also gave that love to nature will definitely imbibe to help to become a true explorer, a researcher and a true human being in his best practices, which he can use in this present corona pandemic situation. Sir has also explained that what different lessons that we have learned from this lockdown and from the pandemic situation of COVID-19. The three lessons that we have learned is nature take care of itself, human beings are responsible, especially in imbalancing the environment, and the applicable knowledge and the use of bioresources in biological conservations should be moved from human-centric to the nature-centric, and this is only possible by the biodiversity sustainability. So the spiritual approaches to biodiversity conservation is one of the innovative speech that I have personally heard, and you all, the delegates, might be enlightened with such a beautiful explanation given by our eminent speaker, Dr. Vishwas Chauhan sir. The session was further continued with the next speaker, that is Dr. Mumtaz Beg sir, the research scholar from the Gulf University, Canada. Mumtaz Beg sir is one of the researcher who is one of the eminent researcher in the field of phylogenetic and in the field of genomics and in the field of the molecular biology and its aspects. He also had a great insight by using the modern genomic knowledge in the field of conservation. The work of his evolutionary point of view that is concerned with the phylogenetic networking and the different type of his phylogenetic tree and the genomic bank and the different type of the methods that would be really helpful for the upcoming researchers in the field of bioinformatics. So sir has given us very recent techniques that has been used during the COVID-19 research that is concerned with the COVID, the different virological, phylogenetic and the genomic study. He is one of the researcher who has really explained the different aspects of the phylogenetic molecular biology and the modern tools that is really helpful for the budding researcher. His explanation and presentation regarding the present sustainable development, a biological perspective, is really helpful and will really bring a different motivation in the delegates, those who are in the field of the modern research or the present research concerned with phylogenetic and the molecular biology and the bioinformatic era. Our next speaker of this session was Rafiq Ejaz Siddiqui. He is Assistant Professor in Physical Education, Marathwada Sanskritik Mandal, Aurangabad. Friends, up till now we have seen that what is the sustainable development, what are the different approaches that can be utilized in the field of sustainable development regarding the biological point of view, regarding the socio-economic view. And here our next guest speaker has emphasized on the part of the physical education, a different mode of exercise that is helpful to boost our immune system and to make us physically and mentally fit in the pandemic stress situation. So he has actually loaded the different exercises that is beneficial for the mental and the physical exercises that will really helpful in this stressful situation of the pandemic that we all are facing due to the lockdown. So his area of physical education is also very important in the sub-theme of the conference. Our next speaker is Honorable Director and the convener of this conference, Professor Vasantulavi Reddy, a man of action than a man less than the words. Sir has explained us the present scenario of the sustainable development in the field of biochemicals. So what are the different aspects that is generally concerned with the biochemical and biogeological cycles, the different sort of the parts that will really give a significant insight for protecting the nature. Sir has used the different methodologies that will adapt for the sustainable development. He has given us the insight of the use of these resources at the optimum level which is present in the nature, and the use of this different biochemical for balancing the ecosystem was given by our Honorable Director Sir, and his speech has really make us linked the importance of the biochemicals in the field of the sustainable development that is concerned with the organism and the different sort of the ecosystems. So here we have the speakers, they have spoke on all these different aspects. Then the further session was continued. It was continued. Our third session gets guest speakers. They have really enlightened us in the different aspects of sustainable development and a biological and socio-economical perspective. The further technical session was preceded by the organizing decks. Now the organizing decks is from the host institution. Those are eminent, excellent teachers, the researchers and the faculty members of Government Vidarbha Institute of Science and Humanities. They also has given their best presentation in this conference, and this session starts with the different professors, those who have explained the different aspects of the sustainable development. The organizing deck's speakers were Dr. Sangeeta Bidongre. She spoke on the SES in case of bioball aquaculture. The further speakers from this is Dr. Ujjwala Deshmukh ma'am, Dr. Thakre sir, Dr. Kaye sir, Dr. Rohankar ma'am, Dr. Deshmukh sir, and all the eminent faculties from Department of Zoology and other. They have spoke on this present conference aspects. The rapporteur for this session is Dr. Avinash J. Shastrakar and Dr. Devendra Khede. Day 2, 27/6/2020 was further has another session, that is the fourth session, that starts by 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Session was chaired by Dr. K. Sanjay Thakre, Institute of Forensic Science, Nagpur. Honorable co-chairperson of this is Bansi Maskesar, Basant Rao Naik Government Institute of Social Science, Nagpur. And the guest speaker in this session was Professor Surekha Palkar ma'am, Institute of Science, Nagpur. Ma'am has explained again a different era of the conference, and that is concerned with pollen, a biological perspective for sustainable development. Pollen grains are used in different basic and applied science. She has explained the different taxonomical, cytological, medicinal and biotechnological aspect of this pollen that has been used and applied in the varied sciences. She has also explained that how the use of pollens can be used in the forensic science. Later on, one of the bioindicator of this pollen use was explained by her regarding the pollution point of view. It accumulates the heavy metal, so the pollution level can be measured by using these pollen grains. Ma'am has really explained all the aspect that is concerned with pollen, a biological perspective for sustainable development. For ecological, social and environmental sustainability, the use of these plants, it should be at minimal level, and the significant use of this pollen in different allied businesses was very well explained by Honorable Surekha Palkar ma'am. Our next speaker is Dr. Kalpana Chinsakhede ma'am, the Ranger Officer, FDCM, Maharashtra. Ma'am has incited with the biodiversity and the food security during the pandemic. She has really very well explained the present scenario of the pandemic and the food security, which is one of the essential aspects and one of the important points that has to be noted during the pandemic situation. The role of biodiversity, the food security and the effects of this pandemic on the very essential part of food and security was explained by her. Further, the session was continued by our next young and enthusiastic speaker, Dr. Amit Sethia, the Director of CANES, Chandrapur. His topic of presentation was Implementation of Biodiversity Act and its socio-economic impact. Sir has, in a different manner, has explained what is biodiversity, what are the different Biodiversity Act, that is 2002 Act. He has explained very well, and all the Rio Act, the Wildlife Conservation Act, the Pollution Act, the Act for the conservation, the in situ, the ex situ conservation, and the different type of the socio-economic impact that you can see in case of the different indigenous people and the communities those who are working. So biodiversity, the knowledge of this Biodiversity Act is beneficial for the indigenous people, those who are using the different sort of the resources from the forest, the timber, the water, the fuel, and the different sort of the jobs they have been obtained from this natural resources to uplift their socio-economic growth. So he has also given us the complete Biodiversity Act. Paper presentation session is followed by all our experts, those who have spoke regarding the different laws, the security, and the pollen grains and its sustainability. The jury members, those who were there for the paper presentation sessions, has really contributed a lot. Dr. Sadhna Kolikar ma'am, and Dr. Sadhna Khandar ma'am, Dr. Rajesh Shrikhande, Dr. Srimati A. Deshpande, Dr. Dhanraj Devlalkar, and the rapporteur for this session was Dr. Pratibha Rohankar and Dr. Monish Bukhad from the host institute, that is Government Vidarbha Institute of Science and Humanities. The last session of is the valedictory note. The valedictory and the concluding remark of this very successful conference was given by Dr. Professor Vasantila Reddy, the director and the convener of this conference. The success of the conference and the points he has put up in his valedictory note is really very inspiring. He has congratulated all the delegates from all regions of India and the globe. He has congratulated and has appreciated the successful technical sessions and the knowledge of the expertise that the delegates they have gained from such a intellectual conference program. Sir has really acknowledged the work the committee members they have done, and he has congratulated each and every member of those who have taken a very active participation in this conference. The next session was the conference summary. The conference summary was given by Dr. Sangeeta Dongre, the organizing coordinator, the assistant professor of Department of Science, Department of Zoology, Government Vidarbha Institute of Science and Humanities, and followed by the vote of thanks. The conference was ended with the feedback forms and the feedback registration of the participation in this huge international e-conference. Thank you. A very warm Good evening, galaxies of the intellectuals, professors, the delegates, the dignitaries, and all the dear participants. We are there in the last session, that is vote of thanks. Government of Maharashtra, Government Vidarbha Institute of Science and Humanities, Amravati, Maharashtra, India, has organized this international e-conference on sustainable development, biological and socio-economic perspectives. Since 2 days, you are very much acquainted with the different aspects of the sustainable development, and here I am there to show my deep sense of appreciation and place on record my heartfelt thanks to all the personalities, the individuals, the entities, those who are there for this conference. Myself, Dr. Sangeeta Bhimrao Dongre, the organizing coordinator, is here in front of you to give the vote of thanks. I am really very much thankful to our distinguished collaborators, the Satpura Foundation, the Vivis Foundation, the Wildlife Conservation, the DK International, the Cranes, the AIRJS Director, and the IJLS Directors. Due to their collaboration, this conference is really made this event a huge and a grand success. My thanks are to our patron and our welcome addressed, Honorable Saurabh Vijay Sir, the Principal Secretary of Higher and Technical Education, Government of India, for his support and for his guidance in regard of the success of this international conference. I am also thankful to Honorable Professor Dr. Muralidhar Chandekar Sir, the Vice Chancellor of Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University, for sparing his time and addressing the gathering. I am also very much thankful and grateful to our Honorable Dr. Dhanraj Mane Sir, the Director of Higher Education, Government of Maharashtra, for his constant support and his guideline for the success of this conference. A leader is someone a team leader is someone who creates an event. Team members essentially bring life to it. So it is my special thanks to our Honorable Director and Convener of this conference, Professor Vasant Hilabi Reddy Sir, for his guidance, supports, encouragement for making this conference a huge success. I would like to give my vote of thanks to the conference organizing secretary, Professor Kishore Patil Sir. He is the one who is the real backbone of this conference. This event cannot happen, or such huge successful events cannot happen overnight. So as the wheel starts rolling. The wheel starts rolling ago and requires a planning, a bird eye for detail. Hence, we are very fortunate to backed by a team of very dedicated and motivated team members for their constant support in making this event a huge success. My deepest sense of appreciation goes to all our notable, eminent, elegant, the very noteworthy speakers, not from India but from all around the world. I am really thankful to Professor Sudhir Gavane sir for his keynote address to this gathering. I also thank Professor Devanand Shinde sir, Professor Murugan sir, Professor Arun Kharat sir, Professor Dr. Yuvraj Nannavare sir, Dr. Kishore Rete sir, Professor Dr. K. Ugalzandi sir, Professor Sushant Punekar sir, Professor Mumtaz Beg sir, Professor Javed, Professor Benjamin Batekar, Dr. Shalini Lihitkar ma'am, Dr. Vishwas Chauhan sir, Surekha Kalkar ma'am, Dr. Jayant Vadodkar sir, Mohammad Rafiq Ijaz Siddiqui sir, Professor Dr. Krishna Chand Ramotra sir, Dr. Amit Setia sir. I must mention our profound sense of appreciation for sharing their lectures and their inspirational talk for the sustainable development point of view. All our eminent speakers, they has really gave a lot of inspiration, motivation and great interaction for this grand success of the conference. Once again, I thank all the cordial cooperation of our steering committee member, Professor Yavle sir, Professor Keshav Tupe sir, Professor Sangvikar ma'am, the IQSC coordinator, Professor Vijaya Sangabar ma'am, Professor Vijaya Sangabar ma'am, Dr. Satish Malde sir, the IQSC coordinator, Dr. Anjali Deshmukh ma'am, for their support and cooperation for making this event a very huge and a grand success. Grateful acknowledgement to the resounding success goes to the organizing and the program coordinator, Dr. Sangeeta V. Dongre, Dr. Subodh Bhandarkar sir, Dr. Santosh Pawar sir, and Dr. Varsha Zade ma'am. My special thanks to the technical members, because without their efforts, this task, it would be really very difficult to handle and to for the smooth going of the conference. So my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Vaibhav Thakre sir, Umesh Jagtap sir, Raju Belekar sir, Dr. Santosh Maholkar sir. I am also very much grateful to the organizing committee members for their cooperation and for guiding in each and every success for this conference and looking after all the different technical sessions that should be done very smoothly for this successful conference. So So my thanks goes to Dr. Sharad Kandalkar sir, Prashant Magar sir, Dr. Uvarlal Vasnik sir, Dr. Shivanand Kumar sir, Dr. Varsha Hutke ma'am, Dr. Ujwala Deshmukh ma'am, Pratibha Rohankar ma'am, Dr. Pradeep Deshmukh sir, Dr. Milind Kaye sir, Dr. Sanjay Surose sir, Dr. Srinivas Sadhbai sir, Dr. Sujata Damke ma'am, Dr. Yasmin Siddiqui Sultana, Dr. Naval Thorat sir, Dr. Kishore Chand Chongde sir, Dr. Bhagwan Panda sir, Dr. Santosh Saudekar sir, and Dr. Lakshman Maske sir. We are really very much thankful for all the members for giving their constant support in all the event management and handling all the tasks very smoothly. Last but not the least, I would like to give my special thanks to all the participants for this conference, all their deliberations, the different media people, those who are involved, those who have helped to make this conference very successful. Once again, I am really, really thankful to each and everyone for making this conference a huge, huge, huge success. Thank you very much, and stay home, stay safe.